if the collection agency that's on your credit report right now doesn't even have the legal right to have your information? And what if by the time you finish watching this video, you'll know exactly how to use a federal law to make them prove it, or take it off your report permanently? Because here's what most people do when they see a collection on their credit report. They dispute it. They wait 7 years, or they just pay it off and hope it goes away. I'm telling you right now, that is not the move. There is a legal tool that most people have never heard of, and collection agencies are counting on that, because the truth of the matter is most collection agencies are not the original creditor. They bought a spreadsheet, and that changes everything. Listen, real quick, if this is the first time here for you, hit subscribe, hit the like so we can share it. We break down the credit and business systems that nobody's explaining to entrepreneurs like you. You're going to want to stay, choose, and close in on this channel. Now, let's get some context. This is very, very important that we understand it. Who actually owns your debt? Here's the problem most people have when they deal with collections. They treat the collection agency like it's the same as the original creditor, like it's the same company, same relationship, same legal rights. It's not. Let me walk you through what actually happens when a debt goes to collections. And this is important. Let's say you had a credit card with the bank, something happened, business got slow, life got hard, the account went past due. After a certain amount of time, that bank decides they don't want to deal with collecting it any longer. So what do? They sell it. They package up your name, your address, your balance, and they sell that file to a third party, a debt buyer, for pennies on the dollar. This is the key. But here's what they did not send with that file. They did not send your original signed contract. And this is important. They did not send the contract. They sent a spreadsheet. Now think about what that means. This collection agency is showing up on your credit report. They're calling your phone. They're reporting a balance. They're acting like they have full authority over your financial life, but they don't own the original contract. They have a spreadsheet. That's it. That is the crack in the foundation, and that is where you come in. Now, this is important. We have to understand these things. Very, very important. The law they hope you never find happened in 1999 when Congress passed a law called the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act. Listen, this is important. It's a financial privacy law, and buried inside it, specifically in 15 USC 6802, is a rule that says this: financial institutions cannot share your non-public personal information with third parties without meeting very specific requirements. Now, let me say that in plain language. When the original creditor sold your account to a collection agency, they shared your private financial data, your account number, your balance, your payment history. They handled all of that and handed it to a third party. The Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act 15 USC 6802 says there are rules for that, and most collection agencies cannot prove they followed those rules. Now, this is very, very important, and I want you to see that those rules are clear. There are 3 provisions that are extremely important. Let's look at them. The first one, this demand also invokes relevant provisions of the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, GLBA 15 USC 6802. Secondly, a disclosure violation under GLB 15 USC 6802. Then, all required GLB disclosures and an explanation of any opt-out rights as required by 15 USC 6802B. In other words, prove you had the legal right to receive my financial data, and prove you told me how you're using it. Most of them can't. And when they can't, that's your opening. Now, This is important because if you don't get this right, you misunderstand everything we've said. What can you demand according to the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act and why they can't deliver? This is important. Now I want to talk to you as an entrepreneur for a second, because this isn't just about fixing a credit score. This is about your access, your funding, your business ability to grow. You know how lenders look at your personal credit when you're applying for business funding? That collection account is sitting right there, blocking you, holding your business back. So here's the move. When you send a proper debt validation demand, one that invokes the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, you are putting that collection agency on the clock. They have 30 days to respond with valid proof. Here are the 5 things they must provide, and I want you to pay attention because most of them will fail on at least one of these. Now, I want you to see this very, very clearly. Demand number 1, the original signed agreement. They don't have it. The original creditor didn't send it. They sent a data file. There is no signature. Demand number 2, the full chain of assignment. Who sold this debt to whom and when? Every single link in that chain has to be documented. If this account has been resold 2 or 3 times, which is common, they have to show you the entire paper trail. Demand number 3, the name and address of the original creditor. Now, this sounds simple, right? But when an account has been bounced around between buyers, collectors, often they get this wrong. An error here is a violation. Demand number 4, a full itemization of the balance. Principal, interest, fees. Where did every dollar of that number come from? They need to show you the math, not just a total, the breakdown. Demand number 5, GLBA disclosures and opt-out rights. This is the one that stops them cold. Under 15 U.S.C. 6802B, they have to explain your opt-out rights regarding how your information is being used and shared. Most collection agencies has never even heard of this requirement. This is important. Here's what I want you to remember. They have 30 days. And if they cannot validate, they cannot legally report it. That means deletion, not a dispute, not a waiting game, deletion. This is critical and important. Now look, if you're watching this and you're seeing yourself in it, if you've got collections blocking your funding or hurting your business credit, keeping you from the capital you need, then I want you to go to the link in the description. That's where we work on this together, hands-on. We go through the format, the CBL format. The link is right there in the description for this video. Get that coaching call. I want to talk to you. Now, this is important. This is about your position, not just your score. But here's what nobody's telling you. And this is the part that most credit channels won't go near. This isn't just about removing a collection from your report. This is about understanding how the entire system works. This is about, it's just this that's important. Most people believe the credit system is set up to measure how responsible you are with money, but that's not really what it's doing. The credit system is a power system. It decides who gets access, who gets funded, who builds wealth, and who stays stuck. And the way it keeps most people stuck is very simple. It bets on you not knowing the rules. That's important. Every system, credit, business, banking, has rules. And most people are living on the wrong side of those rules, not because they're broke or irresponsible or not smart enough, but because nobody told them the rules existed. Think about the scenario we just talked about. Same account, same debt, same balance. But once you understand how the system actually works, once you know about 15 U.S.C. 6802, about the chain of assignment, about what a collection agency legally has to prove, you are in a different position. You're not the person the system was designed to work against anymore. You're the entrepreneur who learned the rules, and that positioning, that makes all the difference. This is critical. This is important. This is leverage, legal, documented, federal law leverage. And the people who figured this out didn't need a law degree. They just needed to know what to ask for. And now you do too. Now, let me give you the exact 3 steps. Write these down. Step 1, credit actions. Send the proper validation demand. What to do? Pull your credit report. Identify every collection account. For any collection that is being reported, send a formal debt validation demand letter that specifically invokes the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act 15 U.S.C. 6802. Demand all 5 items we covered: the original signed agreement, full chain of assignment, original creditor details, balance itemization, and GLBA disclosures. The mechanisms. This puts the collection agency on a legal 30-day clock. They must prove they have valid authority to collect and that they received your data lawfully. Most cannot do both. The result, if they fail to validate within 30 days, they are legally required to stop reporting it. That means deletion, not just a dispute note like they like to do. Deletion. The assignment and alignment, that's important. You stop playing defense and start playing with the rules in your favor. Step 2, business application. Clean the report, open the doors. What do? As collections are removed, immediately begin rebuilding your credit profile for business funding. Add trade lines. Establish or strengthen your business credit file separately from your personal file. The mechanism. Lenders who were declining you because of collection accounts now see a cleaner profile. Your approval odds improve and your access to capital improves with them. Here's the result. You go from being unfundable to fundable. That opens lines of credit, SBA loan eligibility, vendor net terms, and even more, all of which your business needs to grow. Here's the alignment note. Your business stops being held hostage by a debt that was never legally validated in the first place. And then step 3, identity shift. Stop thinking like a borrower. Start thinking like a business entity. What to do? Change the lens you're using when you look at your financial life. You are not a consumer trying to fix a score. You are a business owner building a financial infrastructure. The mechanism. When you see yourself as an entity, not just a person, you make decisions that protect and build business credit, personal credit, and your overall financial position at the same time. And here's the result. You stop reacting to your credit situation and start designing it long term. That is the difference between someone who fights their credit the whole life and someone who builds real financial leverage. Here's the alignment note. This is what the CBL framework is built on: credit, business, and life working together. When they are aligned, everything, and I mean everything, moves faster. This is important. Now let me recap this for you. The Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act 15 U.S.C. 6802 restricts how financial institutions can share your private information with third parties. Collection agencies are third parties. Most of them cannot prove they received your data lawfully. Most of them cannot produce your original signed agreement. And most of them never been asked to explain their GLBA compliance. That's your opening. That's your opening. Drop a comment right now and tell me, do you have collections on your report? Let me know below. I read these comments, and if enough of you say yes, I'll do a follow-up video walking through the exact demand letter line by line. And listen, if you want to go even deeper on business credit and how to separate personal and business financial profiles completely, I've got a video right here that breaks down exactly how to do it. Watch it next if it connects directly to what we just covered. Also, do me a favor. If you got value from this video, hit that like button. It tells YouTube to put this in front of more entrepreneurs who need to hear it. We want everyone to have this information. Well, remember this, the system is not broken. It's just not built for people who don't know the rules. Now you do. I'm Dwayne, the Success King. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one. You be blessed again.